It's 5 in the morning, the first clear morning in a week. The world is still asleep. They are cold and unmoving, carrying no excitement or promise, just quiet. Only a few people are up this early, those with something to prove, something to find, or maybe something to lose. Some are hiking, some are climbing, others are simply preparing for the day ahead. I'm here doing the same, setting up for a moment I've been waiting for, the first rays of sunlight touching the Matterhorn, transforming it from a frozen wall of stone into a glowing pillar of fire. The train climbs higher and higher, from 5,000 feet to 10,000, racing the rotation of the Earth. Through the windows, the trees thin out, the horizon opens, and there it is, light hitting the peak like a torch. Hasselblad recently sent me their new flagship camera, the X2D II, along with the 35 to 100 mm lens. To be honest, this camera is the complete opposite of what I usually shoot with. It's packed with tech, it's big, it's heavy, and the files are massive. I normally lean toward compact manual cameras that let me focus more on the experience than the specs. So, I wanted to see if this system could still connect me to that same creative process, or if it would pull me away from it entirely. When I think of Hasselblad, I think of their heritage. I picture my old 500 cm, a mechanical marvel from 70 years ago. That camera is Hasselblad to me, pure, tactile, timeless. The X2D II is a completely different creature, the modern-day evolution of that lineage, built for the digital age but still carrying that same spirit. When I first took it out of the box, the craftsmanship was undeniable. The body felt incredibly solid, but what surprised me most was the grip. It's easily the best I've ever felt on any camera, perfectly balanced, sculpted to fit the hand like it was molded just for it. I could hold it with 2 fingers and swing it around without fear. For a camera this large, that's saying something. Then I turned it on and dove into the menus. Now, let's be real, most camera menus are clunky and ugly. But this one, clean, elegant, and genuinely beautiful. The topography, the layout, the animations, everything about it felt refined. It didn't just look premium, it felt intentional. Setting up the camera wasn't a chore, it was actually enjoyable. You can tell that Hasselblad didn't just build a camera, they built an experience. The button layout is exactly what you'd expect on a high-end system. Front and rear dials, customizable controls, and a joystick for quick focus adjustments. That joystick alone changes everything for autofocus work. It's fast, intuitive, and snappy. Even as someone who prefers manual focus, I appreciated having the ability to quickly move focus points without breaking the shooting rhythm. Everything is positioned exactly where it should be, and it all feels natural from the first touch. And then there's the flip-down rear screen. For a medium format camera, this is huge. Shooting from the waist, just like with my old 500 cm, feels nostalgic but with a modern twist. It makes the experience of shooting more deliberate, more composed. That's something I've always loved about medium format. It slows you down, makes you think about every frame. And now, with digital convenience, you get that same contemplative process without losing flexibility. Now, let's talk autofocus. I'm the last person to care about autofocus systems. I almost never use them. But this one made me pause. Hasselblad integrated a groundbreaking LiDAR-based autofocus system, something that's rarely seen outside of DJI drones and cinema rigs. It's fast, precise, and feels like the next generation of focusing tech. For my type of photography, landscapes, documentary, and travel, it might be overkill, but it's a fascinating glimpse into where camera technology is headed. During my shoots, from the rain-soaked streets of Como to a quiet boat scene on a mountain lake, all the way to the glowing slopes of the Matterhorn, it consistently nailed focus with impressive accuracy. Then there's the in-body stabilization, 5-axis, 10 stops of correction. I'll admit, I'm not known for having the steadiest hands. Too much espresso, maybe. Normally, I'd never shoot below 1/100th of a second unless I'm braced against something solid. But with this camera, I was comfortably shooting down to 1/40th, handheld, and still getting tack-sharp images. Even shooting from a moving train, the results were crisp. It's the kind of thing you don't think you need until you realize how much freedom it gives you. Of course, everyone talks about Hasselblad's color science and dynamic range, and now I understand why. When I loaded the files into Lightroom, the amount of detail in both the highlights and shadows blew me away. You can recover so much information that it feels like cheating. The transitions are smooth, the tonal depth is rich, and nothing ever feels overprocessed. But the real magic, the colors, straight out of the camera, they're breathtakingly natural. I'm someone who always edits my photos, but these files looked so true to life that I found myself doing nothing at all. The hues, the balance, the warmth, they mirrored exactly what my eyes saw on that mountain. It's not just accurate, it's human. Of course, the lens plays a role too. The 35 to 100 mm f/.8, roughly a 28 to 75 mm equivalent, is a beast, razor sharp, flawless edge to edge, and built like a tank. It's not light, but it's a professional lens through and through. If you're working from a car, a studio, or a tripod setup, it's perfect. For my own style, more travel and experiential work, I'm leaning towards something lighter, like the 38 volts or 5.5V. Still, this zoom is one of the finest pieces of glass I've ever used. Let's address the big conversation around medium format. In the film world, medium format means big negatives that are 6x6, 6x7, or 6x4.5, producing that creamy depth and fall-off that 35 mm can't replicate. The X2DI's digital sensor, while much larger than full frame, doesn't quite match that film size. It's technically medium format, but it doesn't deliver the exact same visual signature. The fall-off, the three-dimensionality, it's close, but not identical. You'll get incredible resolution and dynamic range, but if you're chasing that classic medium format film look, this might not fully replace it. Still, for digital, it's as close as anyone has come. So, who is this camera for? It's not for the casual traveler or someone looking for a compact everyday shooter. It's not the camera you sling over your shoulder to snap street scenes. This is a camera for photographers with intention, people who plan, who wait, who visualize their shots before pressing the shutter. Landscape photographers, studio artists, fine art shooters, anyone who values precision, control, and the tactile joy of photography will fall in love with this system. For me, it's a yes. It's worth it. The X2D II is a tool that invites you to slow down, to craft your images rather than chase them. It's about the experience, the feel of the camera in your hands, the satisfaction of seeing that perfectly rendered file appear on your screen. It's not just about specs, it's about connection. After spending time with it in the field, I can confidently say that this system has a place in my kit. It's not replacing my smaller, simpler cameras, but it's expanding what I can create. For projects that demand precision and depth, for those sunrise moments when the world feels still and full of possibility, this is the camera I'll reach for. This was my first adventure with the Hasselblad X2D II, my first chance to see what it could do in the real world. And what I found wasn't just technical excellence, it was a reminder of why I love photography in the first place. The combination of craftsmanship, image quality, and sheer beauty of the shooting experience makes it something truly special. As I continue to use it, I'll share more insights. But for now, I can say this: it's more than a camera. It's an experience, one that rewards patience, vision, and the simple act of slowing down to watch the light change.